The team is growing. Stronger, perhaps, but at the same time, as we've been told, personalities can be a little fiery. How are they going to clash? Is everything going to be fine for the next match? Are we going to perhaps get a bit of experience and training and skill? Of course not. You know, dashing out onto the court, making a perfect receive, really solidifying yourself immediately. I see that's a potentially dangerous spot to. He's so tiny. Why? I can see that their interactions are going to be fun. And that was a great first impression we have of him. I mean, he seems very friendly. He has his own reasons. You know, is there a better reason to go to a school? I mean, levels of education, prospects after the fact, none of that really matters over uniforms. Bah! Well, focused. Well, he goes from 0 to 100 very quickly. But from what we saw in the previous one of how he was introduced with the broken mop. And he seems very attached to that one that has yet to return. Of course, I don't think he's going to be out of the team for all too long. Because, well, after being introduced to him like that, jumping onto the court, filling the niche that they are lacking. Also, we get the serve training with the bottles, but I feel like that is another facet of it that they really need to get handled. Flashback memory sequence already? he can be that last line to make sure his team succeed. Chasing and looking up to someone to that degree, chasing in their footsteps. And wasn't that your position? I mean, not entirely wrong. I mean, he's not wrong. Well, okay, I can see how he works. This might be easy to get him on side. So, please, giving him a cool nickname, calling him Senpai as well. How can his day get any better? Yeah. Your Senpai? Yeah. Really taking it in his stride there. Great explanation. Okay, takes... Yep, one special case to teach another. Not allowed. Huh, okay. I mean, I kind of got what Libero was... what their role was, but I didn't know things like that. So... he loves volleyball. But for some reason, he's keeping a distance from the team. Well, you have some very big shoes to fill. He has dreams and aspirations. Well, yeah, if you have people underestimating you because of your stature. Simple. It's a simple word that rolls off the tongue. When things do look like, oh shit, and you manage to turn it around, yeah, people react very well to that. It's good that each one of them in their particular roles among the team think that their wheelhouse is not only like so important to the team, but to them as well. He can jump. True. I have to call it something else. Hmm. And sometimes all it really takes is being as straightforward as that. You know, give some self-confidence out there. Please return. I mean, he feeds them. I see there aren't any particular laws against smoking while is it at work. I mean, having a name like that behind the team would push up your notoriety. If he's actually a decent coach as well. He says that, but I'm not sure that's the truth. He'll just have to come back until one day he accepts. He'll wear him down. How do you end up burning yourself like that? Do you need to work yourself up to cross the road? He got it. I mean, it touched the floor a few times, but he got it. So that's the one. I mean, if he's still in the school and yet keeping away from the club, either he's being incredibly humble or he's got some self-confidence issues. If he's the one that they're, the ace of the team, and is taking any and all failures upon himself, but he's nervous. Did he instinctively hide? Has he lined up another match? And they've made waves since they've joined. He has a good reason to try and get him on board. That was some look that he gave as he walked off just then. He is definitely shrunken away. Height is the only thing, but it's sure. I gotcha. Right, okay. Until the day. It wasn't just a defeat, it was a onslaught. And all it took was that one. I mean, if he's got. If he's got it in his head that he can't do it anymore, because every one of his spikes were blocked. It's his super secret move. Nice receive. I mean, if please teach me. Sorry, you don't have enough skill points to learn this. Oh, this got Nekoma. I mean, I wonder why they call themselves that. It's more rivalry between them. What a fantastic name. Their coach had a rivalry. Why have they accepted now? I mean, is it better than working in some convenience store type thing? Shitty boy. I mean, the fact that he was didn't want to be part of it with the ace not here. And he'll see it as some sort of like betrayal to his ace. I mean, his loyalty should be like commended, but he's going to be busy teaching them. Also, your way of just barging into conversations and not noticing the atmosphere. Well done. I mean, it's a lesson that he learned very recently. Of course it would be in the forefront of his mind. He does a good impression. And he stays in character. Good land. Yes. Unfortunately, it's not always that easy. He's not hiding this time. Do you just go around shouting? They're like a little comedy act. Right, okay, so you had a mental block overplaying it. Overplaying it in his head. Doesn't want to face it again. I mean, how does he feel about being spoken about like that? Considering, he's been, trying to do it by himself. But now he has someone who believes in him to that degree. Yeah, just reignite the passion of volleyball in him. Unfortunately, it is the human condition. We focus on failures and things that went wrong, and it overshadows moments of success. No one player needs to be the crux of it all. Maybe just one look won't hurt. It didn't take, making him feel better. Was it seriously just the love of the game? I mean, there does seem to be win or lose, as long as they can stay on the court and play. Also, if you get the ace back and the Guardian God playing in the practice match, you're really bringing together a formidable team. Still curious about that one who's, friends with the glasses guy. He hasn't had much of a input or characterization. I really do love the personification of these characters, because their motivations, worries, everything is just so relatable. I mean, it wasn't in volleyball, but I've had mental blocks and things which, no, I can't do this. After a failure. Ended up stopping altogether. I'm not sure, though, if I had someone with such a huge bundle of love of the game in front of me, like him, if that would actually spur me on or not. But it's only a matter of time before that teacher really kind of grinds down his resistance, they're going to get that coach one way or another. I cannot get the reason for joining the school out of my head. I mean, how many schools did he have to go around? Check out, which was the best. But with such capable figures out there in the second years, they're senpais. I feel like they are definitely going to have a long road ahead of them with quite a lot of growth. Whether or not Hinata will eventually become the ace, one to be looked up to like that. But still, how can we disparage his dreams? But first, he needs to become the best decoy he can be. But I really think if they can get everyone to play in this practice match, they'll be unstoppable. I mean, who could withstand the rolling thunder? If you enjoyed Haikyuu, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want more. Join onto my Discord and we may eventually form quite a good team. Get yourself some rest. We'll see what happens in the future. Who they get on board, willingly or not. But I'll see you there. I feel like I really need to step up my game if my patrons are going to stick around because, well, my channel really doesn't have any cute uniforms. And really, why else would anyone be here? And with that in mind, I really need to thank Electric Ant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Girly, Saltytron, Cardboard, Darkshadow 7899, Croyville, and everyone else. Because despite my lack of fashion, they're at least sticking around. Although it may just be to see the car crash that is my channel. I'm really gonna need to call someone in to really tell me how it's supposed to be done.